your mock draft 2.0 came out. Caleb Williams first overall. Justin Fields last week, the conversation was he unfollowed the Bears on Instagram and the reason why he did it and so on and so forth. And also the fact that he's agentless coming into the combine. How do you think Caleb Williams enters this scouting combine amongst the scouting and evaluation community, DJ?
Well, Rich, I think he enters not only, kind of as the heavy favorite here for the Bears in that big decision, which we'll have a chance to really jump into of all the different layers of that, which is going to kind of shape not only the draft, really kind of shape the whole offseason and the quarterback carousel that we're going to see. So most people in the scouting community believe that's what what will happen. And I haven't talked to anybody that doesn't view him as the top quarterback. So we've got three guys I think we have a good chance of seeing go quarterback to start the draft, which is pretty unique. But I would say where we are in the process right now, he's in the pole position.
Anything about being agentless? Anything going on? Because red flags are going to get raised about anybody. Yeah. It doesn't matter how talented you are and how dazzling you are in the eye in the sky. But what's that conversation?
So I'm gonna learn more about this, as we go through the process. But kind of how what's been explained to me is that he doesn't want one agent. He doesn't want one private coach, that he's using a lot of different resources on both of those areas where, in other words, I've heard he's going to go around and visit with different quarterback coaches, try and glean what he can from each of them. And he's been, working hard by all accounts, doing all that, but a little different approach. And it sounds like from the, the contract side of it, the agent side of it, he's got a team of people that he's comfortable with that'll handle that. I mean, really, Rich, you need the agent on that second contract a heck of a lot more than you do on the first one. You're just kind of going to get slotted in there, and that's kind of, paint by numbers stuff. But the agent helps, and I think maybe Florio or somebody wrote about this the other day. The agent helps with some of the other stuff and just kind of controlling messages and narratives and all that. There's value beyond just negotiating the deal. So I would always advise kids. I talk to them all the time. I think you find somebody you trust and you go hire an agent. I think that's I think it's worthwhile. But look, this is the direction he's going to go.
What if he doesn't vibe with Shane Waldron, right? I mean, what if he doesn't feel it? What if he goes through that 15-minute conversation with the Bears, saying, "Well, that didn't feel great," because you know how it works. They're going to get a small window of time to sit him down and have him on a grease board and whatever, and that's going to be the first time that they get to really sit down with him, and he's going to walk in the room knowing they can take me, and they're going to have him walk into the room saying, "Let's kick the tires on the kid." And what if he doesn't vibe with him? What if the Washington Commanders want the hometown kid? What if that's what he wants? What if he vibes with the Giants? Him and Daboll hit it off, What if he and Sean Payton hit it off? What if he and just go down the list, they hit it off, and he decides that's where I want to go, and he wants to try and manipulate the draft? Doesn't matter,
I don't think so. I mean, okay. It's just everybody's going to point to the Eli thing, and we've heard it. We heard it with Burrow in Cincinnati. Those thoughts. I just think at the end of the day, you're still kind of powerless. The teams have all the cards. And if the Chicago Bears feel like he's the best guy, even if they don't, hit it off, I don't see them giving in on that. So to me, I also think there's something to some of these guys. Look, you can say, I like these coaches, or I like that city, or I like this situation. There also is something that history always kind of remembers you too. You're the first pick in the draft. Like there's some ego and pride involved with that, of wanting to be the first pick in the draft. So, I feel like this is one of those things we talk about every year, and that it never really,
right.
Nobody ever really does anything with it. The other one that we always talk about is, who are the teams who are going to trade back into the back of the first round for that fifth-year option? That rarely ever happens. Right. But it's it's part of the conversation.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.